to my channel. I'm Christina. If you're new to this journey, we've been trying to conceive for about 2.5 years, and we went through several medicated cycles, and then we went through 4 medicated IUIs, and so far none of them worked, so we're moving on to IVF, and this is our story. So I went in for my baseline appointment on Monday, and we went in, and all they really were wanting to double check was just make sure my ovaries were looking good, and they wanted to do something called a sounding. So what that is they're just checking the depth of your uterus, just to make sure that they put the embryos in the best place at transfer time. So a lot of people call it a mock transfer. Overall, it wasn't bad. When he did just the ultrasound itself, there were already several follicles on both ovaries, which is really good. He said it's gonna look like I'm gonna get a good amount of eggs, which is good. I just don't want too many. So I don't want to be overstimulated. But that made me feel good. The sounding is a little uncomfortable. It's a lot like an IUI, as they have the catheter in, and then they kind of use this little thing that like just hits the top of your uterus just to see how far it is, and it's really quick, but it was a little uncomfortable. And then I didn't have to give any blood, so that was good, because I know I'm going to be doing that quite often. But after that, we got told that I needed to stay on the birth control a few more days. My last day was on Wednesday, and then I took a few days off, and my first day of injections will be on Saturday. So that's already tomorrow. Pretty crazy. It's already here. I can't even believe it. And the medications have all arrived. So that is super intimidating. It came in this huge box, and it's just a lot. So hopefully between my husband and I, we can figure this out. But I wanted to show you really quick what it all looks like. It's pretty intense. So here's all the medications. We have quite a few. So we have the box where we discard everything. We have the I think it's like crinone, and that's is like the progesterone. We then have the Menopur. We have the Ovidrel, which will be the trigger shot. We have the Gonal F and the Centratide. So I will be starting with just the 2 injections on Saturday, which will be the Menopur and the Gonal F. Those will be the first 2 that I start off with. And then from there on, I will go back in on Tuesday for my first check, just to make sure everything's going well, and that's when they can adjust my medications if need be and check my estrogen levels and whatnot. So it is definitely very real. It's crazy because I never thought this day would come. I felt like it was taking forever, and now we're finally here and it's started. And I feel like I'm finally actually doing something for it. And so I'm pretty excited, but I'm also really nervous. Some things I like to do is I like to keep positivity in my life, and especially with this situation, you know, it is stressful and it's scary, and I know that there's a plan for us, and God has a plan, and hopefully this is what it is, and we'll be blessed. But I like to have a little bit of positivity in my life. So what I did is I went on Etsy, and they have some really awesome stuff that can kind of just support you through your IVF, give you a little lift a little bit. So one of the things I bought, and it was through Conceivable Designs, and I can put that link underneath if you would like, but it's these super cute cards that can document your process. So I can't wait for this one. So last day of injections. Then there's all sorts, like frozen embryo transfer day, and I really like the print. Let's see, this one I really like too. It says egg retrieval results, and it allows you to put like how many eggs, how many were mature, and how many were fertilized. And so I think these will be really fun to use, just to kind of keep track of the process, take pictures, kind of make a book about it. So like tomorrow I'll be using this one already, first day of stims. So pretty crazy that we're already there at this point, but it's exciting. And then the next thing I got was through Fertility in Focus, is where I bought this, and it says IVF got this, and it's a nice little planner, because there's a lot that goes into IVF, and it sometimes becomes extremely overwhelming to try to remember everything, and it's just a lot. So this is really great. It has several pages for different consultations. So if you've went to several doctors, you can write down exactly what they talked about, costs, things like that. There's medication lists, there are monitoring lists, egg retrieval, all sorts of really awesome pages. There's the transfer dates. You can put any information about transfers. There's a notes page. And then there's also the calendar. So she breaks it in by days. And there's also a month one as well that just has let me show it to you. Maybe. Here we go. Like this too, if you would like that more. But I think it's really, really awesome. I'm super excited to be using it. It also has a cool little like procedure glossary, and also like acronyms and how to fill a syringe with medication, and just a nice little book and planner to have around to just kind of keep track of everything. So it kind of made me feel pretty good just to have something where I can write everything down and keep track, and these cards are so cute too. And then my mom also, she got me these transfer socks. So once we get to transfer day, I'll be able to wear these really cute transfer socks that I'm excited about. So just those little things can definitely help to keep positivity with all of this and kind of push you through, because it is a tough road. But it will be so worth it, and I'm only thinking positively. I know I need to be realistic as well, but I just feel at this point I need to be positive about the whole situation, and I know what will be. There is a plan. God already has a plan for me, and so I just need to trust in that. But I'm very excited to get started. I think it'll be a very wonderful journey by the time I'm done. I might not love it right at the time, but I think afterwards it will be totally worth it. So thank you so much for watching and staying along this journey. Some big stuff is going to be coming up, so watch my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to keep seeing you around. So thank you.